Hey everybody, Don Wilson here, Marketing Director with Province Mortgage Associates, and this is the Province Mortgage Associates podcast, where we bring together our mortgage professionals and the valuable people out there in their professional network to learn a little bit about them, find out a little bit about their markets and their niche. We have with us today, Rob Scungio. And I said your name correctly? Thank God. Thank God. With Home Smart Professional.
Correct.
Also. And I think I'm going to do it to her again. And we also have Senior Mortgage Advisor, Pat Baldwin, NMLS number.
Unknown.
So great. So great. I love that. You know, I think one of your 2024 goals would be to memorize it.
Not going to happen.
All right, I'm going to memorize it.
Go ahead.
By next time, I'm going to have it memorized. But thank you so much for being here. How are you?
Thank you for having me. Great.
Awesome. This nice weather today.
Beautiful.
Have you enjoyed 50s and cloudy for the last 3 months?
I was in the Caribbean for 10 days.
Okay, the interview's over. How was it?
It was great.
Let me tell you how dedicated he is.
Yes.
I am doing a loan for somebody that he referred to me,
Yes.
and we needed to get the closing disclosure for the sale of that person's recent sale of their home that they're in, because they're going to go buy another one. I contacted Rob. He was on a cruise in the ocean, and he responded like immediately and sent me what I needed. Can you believe it? I was
Real estates don't take time off.
Right.
We may be out of our office, but we are mobile.
He's like,
teams that work with
I'll
us.
boogie board as long as I have a signal.
That's
I
right.
will-
Exactly. Exactly. We never take it. We never
So good
take it
trip?
off.
Was it
It
great?
was a great trip. It was a great trip. It was a great working trip, but it was nice to be in the sun and get out of the cloudy skies for a few days.
All right, so welcome back to New England.
Thank you.
And hopefully the weather and the market, gets a little bit better. But why don't we learn a little bit about you? Just tell us a little bit about where you're from and how you got into real estate.
Yeah, so born and raised in Rhode Island, and I'll always be a Rhode Islander. I love it here. I love the state. I love the culture. I grew up in a family jewelry business. I was working in a factory from as far back as I can remember. Then I just, grew up and started learning every aspect of the business. And I've been self-employed my entire life.
Really?
Yes. So as industry started to shift, and sales in the manufacturing industry declined in the States as it went overseas, I needed to shift and get into a new career. And I decided to get into real estate. And I sat down and I met with my broker, Dean, and the rest is history. I never looked back.
What was the attraction to real estate?
I wanted to control my environment and stay in my own business, and real estate just was a right fit for me. It was just like I just gravitated right towards it. I really didn't look anywhere else.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So how did you guys get connected? You want to tell that story?
Well, I actually got to know him through Home Smart. And speaking of you starting out, I don't know if you remember this, but there was a time when you were doing, I think, your first open house at a condo in Cranston.
Okay.
And I stopped by and I was watching him and I didn't know if he might need some pointers or whatever. And I saw what he was doing and I said, this guy is a natural. He does not need a lot of advice. Like right off the gate, he was really doing well, right from the beginning.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome.
Thank
Awesome. So tell us a little bit more about you other than real estate. What are some of the things you enjoy?
I, again, love Rhode Island. I love the neighborhood. I live in Patuxent Village in Edgewood.
Excellent.
So I'm an active part of my community there. I love to cook. I grew up with my Italian grandmother showing me, the ins and outs of the kitchen, so I can cook a mean meal.
So it's not sauce; it's gravy.
I
Right?
call it sauce.
You do call it sauce.
I do
because
call it
I get in
sauce.
trouble when my friend Rhonda.
Yeah.
I'm like, you can just open a jar of Prego, right? Rhonda, it's not difficult.
Yeah.
That I think she punched me in the face the first time I said that.
So my reply to that is I ask someone to go to the supermarket and get me a jar of tomato gravy.
All right. God, why didn't I have that? I didn't have that first time through with Rhonda. So you have a favorite cooking show on TV?
I don't. I don't watch a lot of TV.
Okay.
I'm a real estate agent. I can't sit down for a long period of time. At night I'll turn on and watch the news.
I don't watch a ton either, but
Yeah.
I would watch Chopped if I were you. Have you heard of that?
I've caught bits and pieces of it.
Because there are ingredients in these baskets that I had no idea even existed on the planet that they have to actually cook into something. I think it's amazing to me.
Okay.
And they pull it off, and
Yeah.
somehow it tastes good.
Well, we don't know that.
Good point. Well said.
If it's
well
not
said.
his grandmother's recipe.
No,
Yeah.
no.
So let's learn a little bit more about there's a lot of realtors in the state,
Yes.
and I truly believe everyone has a niche.
Correct.
What would that be for you? How would you answer that?
So, being self-employed, my entire life, I definitely have learned how to navigate my way through business. And one thing that I have always done is I treat everyone else the way that I want to be treated. I'm not a salesperson. I'm educated in my field. I have 10 years of experience, knowledgeable, and I listen to people. I meet their needs. I reach their goals.
Yeah. Listening is almost something of the past, it seems.
Yes. And communication. I can't tell you how many offers that I've gotten accepted for my clients because I've communicated with the listing agent, because I've met the needs of all parties. It's not always about getting the first offer, and it's not always about being the highest priced offer.
Sure.
So communication is a pretty big deal in this industry.
What's it like to work with Pat? She brings a little bit to the table.
Working with Pat is incredible. So one of my there are many reasons why I love to work with Pat, but one of my favorite reasons is when I am very busy and I have deadlines to meet, and I have everything in my calendar. Pat is going to remind me of my deadlines before my calendar does.
I stay on top of
mortgage
deadlines.
commitments.
Yes, I do.
She does.
Yes, I do.
So it's just one extra
We always
piece of
make
service.
closing dates. These are like non-negotiable.
Yeah.
We have to meet the closing date. The mortgage contingencies, we always have them way in advance, but we always make sure they know if there's like something going on.
Yes.
That we have to key on top of.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And anyone that we recommend, a lot of our clients rely on us for recommendations and referrals. And, I need to be confident that people that I'm going to refer to are going to do a really good job, because if they don't, it's a reflection of me and my business. And I never have to worry about that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
That's nice. Yes.
I feel like we should hug now.
Yeah.
I was going to say, I'm starting to get emotional. No, go right ahead, Pat.
No, I want to say some things about Rob. Like, Rob can do a mortgage, like a purchase of somebody's home that could be like $600,000-$700,000. Or he could do somebody who is like, what was Leslie, 120?
170.
Yeah, so I don't know, whatever it was. It was like so low. It was somebody that had been the caregiver of his grandmother in the nursing home. And this woman needed a house desperately. And she ended up with a condo. But boy, to try to find one in her price range and get that offer accepted, and one that she would like too. Like, it had to have certain things. No, it wasn't just a matter of like whatever I can afford. It had to particularly have certain things. And he was so patient and kind. Yes. And boy, did we work hard to get that one to the
we worked very
to the
hard.
finish line.
A lot of conversations.
Yes.
We spoke a lot, the three of us. And everything just aligned. And she was probably one of the last clients to receive the Rhode Island Housing Grant.
Yes.
And she got
no kidding.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my
Timing's
God. The money was running out. We knew it was running out. And it was just, a lot of fun. But we had a lot of laughs, him and I, about it, because, you need to commiserate with each other about some of the things and laugh about it.
Yeah.
And he did not give up. He did not give up. Even some of the crazy things, like she needed to be able to have a dog of a certain size.
Yes.
Most condos, you only can be like 25 pounds or less, if they even allow it.
Yeah.
And then the one that she ended up liking, the listing agent said, yes, dogs are allowed. That would have been fine. And Rob actually read the condo docs, which some people don't read the condo docs, and saw, no dogs are allowed in that complex. Yeah. So I don't know if we should share what
I don't know.
Rob did.
This is going to be publicized, but at this point we had got under contract. It was one of the listing agent we were delayed in getting the condo docs. Rhode Island Housing had closed their grant.
But I had registered the loan.
You had registered the loan.
But if not that deal, she was out the money.
Yes. So this client now needed a service dog, but
yes,
right.
I'm not saying that she truly didn't.
Yes. But he got all the paperwork to prove that client needed a service.
I assisted.
Yes.
All right.
Yes, you assisted.
Well, we're going to end this portion right here.
I know. I'm like, this is a little uncomfortable.
I'm sorry. You can edit that out.
Please. That's
Oh
why
my
you
God.
got to call Pat. When you have... All right. So one final question.
We
here.
think outside the box.
And let's just have some fun.
Yeah, of course.
I'm dying to ask this question. So
Sure.
on all of these on my list, would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or one horse-sized duck?
Fight either?
Fight.
I would pet.
That's a unique question. Define fight.
I no follow-up questions allowed.
Okay.
Let's put it like this. Let's try to position it as you could win the fight.
I'm going with the one horse-sized duck.
You have
Yeah,
one
just-
thing to focus on.
Just one thing to focus on, one battle to fight.
All right, because I mean, ducks can be nasty.
Yes.
That's a big nasty
Yeah.
duck.
Well, that's 100 ducks is a lot of duck poop.
Are you in agreement?
I could not fight ducks or a horse. I would be shepherding them a certain direction to get away from whatever problem they were causing. That's what I would do.
Hey,
I can't fight a dog
Look,
or a
violence is not always the answer. So.
I'm not a fighter.
Rob, thank you so much for making the time for us.
Thank you for having me.
Pat, thank you as always, my friend.
Thank you.
Thank
People
you for
want to get in
having us.
touch with you. How do they do that?
Yeah, so you can go to my website, yourrirealtor.com. Call me or text me, 401-741-7627. I'm on all the socials, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Rob Scungio. And or you can call Pat and she can give you my contact information as well.
True. And, for his sauce recipe, be sure to contact him. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it. Thank you guys for watching. For more Province Mortgage Associates podcast, just go to our YouTube channel. Thank you so much.